Dr. Nicole Cutts here, aka the Success Doc, coming to you live from the banks of the Potomac River, where I've just finished my nature walk for self care, de stressing, clearing my head, coming up with plans, strategies, composing things. And I wanted to make this video concerning the challenges that many of us are facing currently during this government shutdown. Always got to hydrate. I forgot to look up how many days in we are. I think I just don't really want to know. And the last count I remember saying, I think, was 27 days, and that was on Friday. So 28, 20, 30. So it's probably 30 days now. Either way, if you were like me, you're probably not feeling too great about it if your work and income are being affected, or close family members or friends are being affected by said shutdown. Right now, I'm being affected by the fact that I wanted to orient this the other way so that I could just rest it there because I don't have my tripod because this is impromptu. But alas, I cannot. Yet another challenge that I'm dealing with. Okay, so on my nature walk, I do my prayer and meditation, and was really just trying to be in the moment and not, due to stress or anxiety, ruminate on what do I need to do, what do I need to do next, and all that. Because just so that you know, a good portion of my income does come from work with the federal government. This light is bothering me too. Comes from work with the federal government, so that's why I'm a little stressed. But I'm coping, and I want to help other people to cope too. So today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and I want to say how grateful I am for him. So happy birthday to him in heaven, if that's a real place. I don't know if it's a real place. He might just be a spirit in the universe. But I'm glad he was here in human form. Okay, got that. That's set. Okay, that happened. But because it's his birthday, I was thinking, I wonder what he has said about hope, because my hope meter has been going up and down. I get into action, and, my whole thing is that we are on the hero or heroine's quest to live our vision of success. And that has been being challenged greatly by this situation with the government shutdown. So I've been losing hope, gaining it back, realizing that this is just another challenge on the quest, getting into action, and then flopping back down. So anyway, I looked up a quote by Martin Luther King on hope, and what he said is, we must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Okay. I mean, if there's anybody who was a hero and faced many challenges on his quest, it was Dr. Martin Luther King. And I think about the struggles that my ancestors have endured, and I know that I have the strength to get through anything, right? I know that intellectually. But sometimes I do, in this finite situation, because of the disappointment, I lose hope, right? But what Dr. King is saying is that hope is infinite, and we need to call on it. So on my heroine's quest, I know that I am being challenged, and I cannot give up. This is a big challenge. It might not be the biggest challenge that I ever face. It might not be the major ordeal. This is just a trial, perhaps on the road of trials. Not just making money is being challenged, living my vision, because my whole thing is not just about a job and making money. It's living my vision, and I've been living my vision and progressing in this for a long time, since I started on this path in around 1998, 99, to clarify what my vision of success is and to go for that. And to me, a vision of success is work that you are most passionate about, but that also brings something of value to the world. Okay? It gives you a mission, it gives you a purpose, and I'm on this heroine's quest to do that on a daily basis. And it's still growing, and right now it's being challenged. I'm having a retreat in March March 22nd through 24th for women in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And people are very slow to sign up right now. That's a big chunk of my vision, my ideal vision for my work. And I know it's my mission. And sometimes I feel like giving up. But I can't give up because this is my mission, and I check in with my higher power on a daily basis when I do my walks and meditation to make sure, am I still doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this still my mission and my vision? And the answer keeps coming back, yes. So I have to keep plugging along, and and sometimes take rest. Right? You can't go bam, 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 24 hours. I'm going to talk about that later, but I'm getting off on a well, it's not, I don't know. I'm sharing. Okay, I'm sharing. I didn't even want to do this video. Let's start off with that. I did not want to do this video because right now the hope meter is kind of down. I'm going home to get some food to make some soup, and it's winter. My energy's been low. I just want to go to bed, but I'm not giving up, and I don't want you to give up either. So part of what I did while I'm walking, I'm thinking, what can I do? Strategies and plans, and I did that this weekend. And I want to help people who are in a similar situation to me. And I know that if you're in a situation right now where you're being challenged, then the idea of signing up for success coaching or going on a retreat or all those things are probably like kind of the last thing on your mind because you're like, well, I need to keep all the money I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a four things I came up with. Okay, so one thing is a free webinar, seminar thing. I'm probably going to do it Facebook Live. I haven't decided yet, but it's tomorrow night. It's going to be on my. Actually, I have decided. I've just decided just now. It's going to be on my Vision Quest retreats with Dr. Nicole Cutt's Facebook page at 7:30 tomorrow night, which is January 22nd. It's a strategy session for folks because I do have some strategy that I have devised that if you follow can be very helpful. Very simple, 3 to 4 points, but you will have to take action to deal with your current situation and also how not to stress. And it's also a place where you can just come and talk about how you're feeling and share any tips or strategies that you have. I mean, we should help each other during this time. I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who are dealing with a lot more, a lot bigger challenge than I am. You all have kids, mouths to feed, all that. I have one mouth to feed, although I eat enough for like 3 people sometimes. But seriously, kids, school, all that. I mean, I can't even imagine. I'm being particularly challenged right now. I'll tell you why. I mentioned this before, but this whole government shutdown. Did I just eat a piece of my skin on camera? This whole government shutdown thing came at a really not a good time for me. I don't think it was a good time for anybody. But I am really good at managing my money and saving and putting away. And unfortunately, on January 15th, I needed to pay my estimated taxes. And because I didn't pay them last year, my accountant had, that was the date. This is the date. A big, big, big chunk of change went out on the 15th, which I really wish I didn't have to put out, but I do because I don't need the IRS after me. So I did pay my taxes. But that means that my squirrel hole has fewer nuts in it than I would like it to. So that's why I'm more stressed than normal. Okay, got that out of the way. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is have this free webinar tomorrow night on Facebook